Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
And the recording is on, right?
Yes, Father.
So, yes. So once again, those who came late, good evening. Welcome to EduSkills OET Made Easy. Extremely sorry for the delay today. Due to some technical issues, we have been struggling from 4:30 to get connected with you and have your smiles and energy with us. But then the technical aspect did not allow us for that. And we'll begin today again. We are continuing with the third day with the reading part C. As per your request, we'll be looking into scale and absolutes, how to apply those skills today. That was the request from your part, day before yesterday and repeatedly yesterday. So I'll try to share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Is the screen visible?
Yes, Father.
Father.
Yes.
Father.
At YouTube, are you able to see my screen?
Yes,
PPT?
Father.
A beautiful scale there. Okay. Let's see. Like this. At YouTube, keep messaging, keep chatting, keep energizing. If the chats go down, I understand your energy has go down, so I may stop earlier. So keep sending me smileys, hearts, okay? Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah. Let's become very conversant with the chat box. And today we are looking into scale expressions and how to apply scale. Here you have look for scale expressions. And let's see this one now. I will make the system read this. Just listen to and read what is seen in the screen. Hope you are able to see. Are you able to see the text? Not yet, I believe. Not yet. Not yet. Yes, right? You can see the text, right?
Yes.
Yes, Father.
Yeah. Now let the system read, listen.
Most children born will develop hepatitis B if their mother A has hepatitis B envelope antigen. B is a chronic carrier of hepatitis surface antigen. C has hepatitis B envelope and surface antigen. Risks associated with hepatitis B in pregnancy. Mother-to-child transmission occurs frequently either in the uterus, through placental leakage, or through exposure to blood or blood-contaminated fluids at or around the time of birth. Lee et al. 2006. Perinatal transmission is believed to account for 35–50% of hepatitis B carriers. Yao 1996. The risk of perinatal transmission is associated with the hepatitis B envelope antigen, HBeAg status of the mother. If a woman is both hepatitis surface antigen, HBsAg and HBeAg positive, 70–90% of her children will develop hepatitis B. Stevens et al. 1975. Akhtar et al. 1992. If the mother is HBsAg positive but HBeAg negative, the risk is reduced. Okadar et al. 1976. Beasley et al. 1977. Beasley et al. 1983. Nayak et al. 1987. Agawal Ranjan 2004. In a cohort study of HBsAg positive, hepatitis B DNA positive women in Sydney N equals 313. Wiseman et al. 2009. Transmission rates were 3% among hepatitis B DNA positive women overall, 7% among HBeAg, positive mothers and 9% among women with very high hepatitis B DNA levels. It has been estimated that people who are chronic carriers of HBsAg are 22 times more likely to die from hepatocellular carcinoma or cirrhosis than non-carriers. 95% CI 11.5 to 43.2, Beasley and Huang 1984.
Okay, that's nice. Now, so sweet. And as per our elimination things, whatever is inside the bracket can be
Eliminate.
simply eliminated. Don't look into it at all. People say if it is a research text like this, it's going to be very challenging. But in the examination, you do not eliminate. You can just write it out. Otherwise, you can just ignore these things, all these things, whatever is inside the bracket. See all these. Okay. And all these not required. Yes. Okay, now as per scale, one scale expression. Could you tell me what is the scale expression in the question stem? Just type in the chat box. And those are in the most. Yeah, others can type in the chat box. Most is the scale expression. If you have seen the suggested video and if you have attended my previous sessions, yesterday or day before yesterday, we have repeatedly emphasized these things. We'll tell you later as well. Now, most children born will develop hepatitis B if their mother has hepatitis B envelope antigen, is a chronic carrier of hepatitis surface antigen, has hepatitis B envelope and surface antigen. So what are the hedging words in the question stem?
First one.
Yeah.
Develop hepatitis B.
Hepatitis B, that is a common thing. Everywhere it is there. Hepatitis B, hepatitis is common thing.
Mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
Their
their
mother. If their mother. Mother or if their mother. And here, hepatitis B, envelope
antigen
and surface antigen.
surface antigen
Here, envelope and surface antigen.
surface antigen.
Actually, when you have scale, you do not do all these things, gymnastics. This is because if there are beginners, you will be practicing like this. But then, most means most children, means they are expecting a number or a percentage, right? So you have to just highlight all the percentages given here, number or percentages. Okay. So which are the percentages given? So here there are so many things to be striked out. Yeah. Percentages. Just type in the chat box, announce here.
35 to
7%,
7%,
7%,
35 to 50%.
7% or 7%?
7%.
percentage,
7%.
35 to
So say
50%.
percentage. Yeah, 35 to 50.
percentage.
Is there anything left? Nothing. So which is most here among these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
70 to 90.
70 to 90 most.
70 to 90 of
To
the
90.
children. See, if a woman, instead of if a mother, if a woman, if a mother here in the question term, if a woman is both synonym of
Surface and
Surf-
envelope antigen.
No,
Surface
synonym of
and
and
envelope
synonym of
And.
and.
Both.
Okay.
Yes.
Hepatitis surface antigen and
envelope.
envelope antigen. Sorry. Hepatitis B surface antigen and envelope antigen. From hepatitis surface antigen. Then develop hepatitis B. Develop hepatitis B. So what do you understand? If the mother is, let's say, B positive or negative, the risk is reduced. So which is the answer?
Answer is C, father for me.
Yeah. C is the answer. Because whatever comes just close to this most expression is the answer of our children will develop hepatitis B. Okay. And AB, AG positive. Okay. Antigen. This is antigen. This is surface antigen. This is B. Okay. Envelope antigen. So the synonyms will have to
Yes.
look into. So it is like this. See, 70 hepatitis B envelope antigen, status of the mother. If a woman is both hepatitis surface antigen and
That is
other
the
one, yes,
HBe antigen positive.
antigen positive.
positive. That is the synonym of
Both.
synonymous of
Both
Envelope.
envelope
envelope
antigen.
and envelope.
Yeah. So positive 70 to 90% of all children will develop hepatitis B. So this most guides you to this number, then immediately you have the answer there. And we will analyze the whole thing, then we'll understand what. See here in the question, most means 70 to 90% if they are mother, if a woman, and hepatitis B envelope and synonym used is both surface antigen. Yes, see, most children, if they are mother, this most is 70 to 90, and if a woman, both hepatitis surface antigen and envelope positive, 70 to 90% of children will develop hepatitis B. Most children born will develop hepatitis B if their mother has hepatitis B envelope and surface antigen. Is that clear?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
So what I'm telling you, once you are competent, you will see this most here, most children. Immediately you will go into just those 5 numbers, percentages there. Immediately you read that very one immediate sentence there. Then you have the answer directly there. Okay, as cool as that. So these are the numbers you have. You have the answer with this most number, 70 to 90. Come back to that. See, this is all, most is this expression, right? We have 70 to 90. This is most. All, most, majority, minority of your some few. Okay. Here you see one more example. Maybe someone wants to read here at the Zoom.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
Father.
Yeah, please. Aslam.
What does the article tells us about the risk of falling? Option A, people over
Louder,
60
please.
Option A, people over 65 need extra facilities to help them avoid falls. More people over 65 fall in hospital environments compared with other places. Only a minority of people over 65 fall at least once a year. Assessing risk and prevention. Fall and risk Falls and fall related injuries are a common and serious problem for older people. People aged 65 and older have the highest risk of falling, with 30% of people older than 65 and 45% of people older than 80 falling at least once a year. The human cost of falling includes distress, pain, injury, loss of confidence, loss of independence, and mortality. Falling also affects the family members and carers of people who fall. All people aged 65 or older are covered by all guideline recommendations as they have the highest risk of falling. According to the guideline recommendation, all people 65 or older who are admitted to hospital should be considered for a multifactorial assessment for their risk of falling during their hospital stay.
Okay. Now, what is the hedging word in the question then? Risk of falling. Okay,
Risk
that is highlighted
Risk
there.
of fall.
What does the article tell us about? Risk of falling. First option,
People over
People
65.
over 60.
Over 65.
extra facilities. Over 65 also is differentiating this one, but then extra facilities to help them, right? We will not look into the age now. More people over 65. More people over 65 fall. Okay. Only minority of people over 65 fall. Only minority. So here, now you know there is a comparison. There is a comparison here. And here they are speaking about minority. What is this? Minority?
Less people.
Minority, majority,
Minority.
all of them.
Scale expression.
Scale expression. Yeah. Scale expression. If there is a scale expression that tells how scale strategy says, that must be the answer. Let's see. Let's check. Okay. Minority. You'll have to look for some numbers, right?
Yes.
So a people aged 65 is common all over here. See, people over 65 is here. People over 65 is here. And people over 65 is here. That's a common factor. So you need not worry about that particular number in the text. Do you understand?
Right.
Because it is in all the three options. So you need not bother those numbers. That's 65 in the text. But what you have to look into other than 65, what is there? Okay. What is there other than 65?
More
When they are asking
majority.
more or less, more and less. Yeah, we have to
Minority.
highlight. We have to highlight
Percentage.
percent.
And percent.
And here, 65 and older have the highest risk of falling, with 30% of people older than 65 and 45 people older than 85. Here it is.
80.
Our concern is people over
65.
65. So we are not bothered about people over
80.
order 80 falling.
Older
We are not
than 80,
concerned.
yeah.
We are not concerned because on all the options we have people over 65.
65.
So, and is it more people over 65 fall or people who need extra facilities? Now this is heading is assessing risk and prevention. Okay, assessing risk and prevention. If you can just summarize the paragraph as I taught you yesterday and day before, today again I'll be dealing with that. See, fall and fall related injuries are a common and serious problem for older people. So a problem is stated. Fall and fall related injuries. Fall related injuries is the problem stated. And what are they saying? Then they are giving the details, the evidence. Evidence is given. Then the human cost of falling. What does it mean? The effect of falling. Human cost of falling means effect of falling. One, distress. Okay.
Pain.
Then
Injury.
pain. Then
Injury.
See the structure, how beautifully it is being developed.
Loss of confidence.
Loss of confidence.
Loss of independence and mortality.
And mortality. See how beautifully they have given 1, 2, 3, 4. The effect. But are they asking for the effect here? They're not asking for the effect anywhere. They are speaking about extra facilities. And the topic sentence speaks the fall and fall related injuries. So answer should be connected with that. It doesn't speak of extra facilities, which comes here in the second part. Okay. Here, the answer must be here, which is now minority. About 45 and 30 is there, which is minority.
30.
30.
30.
So which must be the answer?
Option C.
Answer is C.
Yeah,
C.
option C. Only with the scale expression we said this is the answer. When you have minority there, even otherwise with our assessment we know that is the answer. This is how we apply scale. If you really work out on these things, the paragraph structure and applications, you don't require all these gymnastics once you are competent. What you need to do, when as soon as you look at a minority, you know that's the only scale we have in 3 options. Then definitely, you know, you will look for the minority or the percentage. Okay, so all these are not required because this speaks about first option. What is that? Extra facilities. Extra facilities. We are not asked about extra facilities. Okay, about risk of falling. Risk of falling doesn't include facilities, right?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Risk of falling doesn't have any facilities, only have human cost of falling, means effect of falling. Let's check. Okay, then you know this minority comes somewhere here. See this. What does the article tell us about the risk of falling? People over 65 need extra facilities. More people over 65 fall in hospital environments. A minority of people over 65 fall at least once a year. Hospital environment comparison is done, but we are not asked about a comparison. Okay, what does the article tell us about? The risk of falling. So majority is 50 plus or 51 plus. Minority is below 50. And you
Below
have 30 here
30%.
as the
Yes.
minority. So you see the beautiful signposts. Topic sentence: falls and fall-related injuries are a common and serious problem for older people. You can summarize as falls and fall-related injuries are a common problem for older people. Okay, make it simpler. Controlling idea: problem for older people. Scale: more people over 65, majority. 30% people older than 65 is minority.
Minority.
That's so beautiful. Okay. See, extra facilities, hospital environment, which is not mentioned at all here. They have only in the second part where they speak about facilities. Minority 30%, that is clear. So let's check. Okay. % of people older than 65 falling at least once a year. See the structure: problem, cause, effect, solution. Could be the general pattern, but we will have here problem, cause. Problem is fall-related injuries. Cause is fall. Effect, fall-related injuries and other cost. Human cost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are given. Solution. And that's the general structure I am showing you. Here you see problem, fall-related injuries of older people. Cause, fall. Effect, the human cost of falling includes distress, pain, 2, 3, injury, 4, loss of confidence, 5, loss of independence, 6, mortality. The 6 effects. Then solution: all people 65 or older who are admitted to hospital should be considered for a multifactorial assessment for their risk. Risk, what is that? Risk of falling. Sorry, for their risk of falling. So this is a structure, beautiful structure. Once you get competence with this paragraph structure, easily you can get into the thing. What they are asking, they are not asking about solution, but the topic sentences, we are bothered about fall-related injuries of older people, not how we can prevent it. Okay, good. See, falls, this is the way we can analyze the whole thing. Falls and fall-related injuries are a common and serious problem for older people. Problem, topic sentence, point, main point. Next sentence: people aged at 65 and older have the highest risk of falling. Cause, supporting sentence, explanation of topic sentence. With 30% of the people older than 65 falling at least once a year. Evidence given. Evidence given. That is a developing sentence. You know the paragraph structure which I told you earlier. This is a topic sentence, supporting sentence which explains the topic sentence, then the evidence, example given, evidence data given, then effect, supporting sentence, that is supporting sentence 2. The human cost of falling includes distress, pain, injury, loss of confidence, loss of independence and mortality. Falling also affects the family members and carers of people who fall. It also affects family members. Solution: supporting sentence 3, explanation again given, are covered by all guideline recommendations. For admitted to hospital should be considered for a multifactorial assessment. This is the thing. Let's look into one more. Yes. I think Saleen can read this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The National Health and Medical Research Council guidelines suggest. But what about the heart health benefit of alcohol? Well, the evidence is inconclusive and potentially flawed at present. The Cancer Council said adding the National Health Foundation advice against drinking red wine or any type of alcohol to treat heart diseases. The message to a consumer is that there is no evidence to suggest there is a set level of drinking when it comes to cancer. However, given that the risk increase with amount of cancer, the risk increase of level of drinking when it comes to cancer. However, given that the risk increase with the amount that Cancer Council suggests that anyone who wants to drink should stick to the National Health and Medical Research Council guideline. No more than 2 standard drinks a day for healthy men and women. A standard drink is usually described as the equivalent of 100 ml of wines or 20 to 85 ml of beer, but it can vary depending on the alcohol content of the beverage.
Okay, now, thank you. Yeah, options, please.
Drinking more than 2 standard drinks a day. Option 2, drinking 100 ml of wine or 280 ml of beer a day, a standard drink. Option C, drink at least 2 standard drinks a day, more than 2. Option D, drinking 2 standard drinks a day or less.
Okay, at the YouTube, could you tell me whether you are following me? You could see that the same text with you there at the YouTube, because I see on my YouTube something about scale being moved on. Do you see the passage that was read? Just respond.
Yes, Father.
Yeah, at the YouTube. Are you able to see the passage which Salahuddin read just now? Are you following the passage?
Yes,
At
Father.
YouTube. Yes.
Yes, we can see in YouTube.
Yeah, but I have some problem. I am still seeing the previous paragraph on my YouTube screen here in front of me. Cool. Then it is cool. Now you may think why Father has highlighted this, and you will have a comment in the chat box. Father, it would be better if you don't highlight. Now I have highlighted this today. Our business is not to find out the answer or strategies, but to see how we can apply scale and absolutes. Okay. So the things are already made easier so that we can save time. I think this is from official OET sample. Thank you, OET, for allowing me to use this for teaching purpose. And here, see, now this is very simple. Topic sentence speaks about the heart health benefits of alcohol. Heart health benefits of alcohol. Is it good for heart or not? That's the question. Then, first method you can apply. And definitely, here, what are the clues you have? The
National
name.
Health and Medical, yes.
National Health and Medical Research Council. So immediately you have to launch there. Immediately you have to launch there. You did not look into the other parts, the initial parts. If you have a name, just go to the name. Then guidelines no more than 2 standard drinks a day. And before that, another strategy being used is the answer happens if there is a contrast word. Answer happens after the contrast.
After the contrast word.
And if there is a modal verb or opinion word, suggests. So suggests will be there. Okay, suggests. See how beautifully the answer is reached. We are not learning how to find out the answer today. We are learning how to apply the scale. Okay. Now we will go into the scale. You have any idea here? See, they have said here, the standard drink is usually described as the equivalent of 100 ml of wine or 285 ml of beer. A standard drink means either 100 ml wine or 285 ml of beer. Yes. So here you see more than 2. You just imagine in local language, if you are Indians, there's a peg, right? 1 peg, 2 pegs, 3 pegs, drinks. So you think in that line, your own cultural line. More than 2 pegs a day, 1 peg a day, 1 standard drink, at least 2 standard drinks a day, drinking 2 standard drinks a day or less. Now, what is the order of the scale now? Any idea? Which has to come low and which is high? You can try writing down or in the chat box or writing down in the notebook. Which is slow?
2 standard.
Low, below.
100 ml.
100 ml. That is a standard drink. 1 drink. 1 peg is
100
B
ml
is
of wine or
lowest.
285
Then
ml.
above that, at least. Is it at least 200? At least means minimum 2. You can drink more 3 also. First one is B. Second one is
D.
C.
D.
D. Drinking
D.
2 standard drinks a day
2
or
standard
less.
drinks a day or less.
Less. Then 3.
C.
C.
Drinking at least 2 standard drinks a day. Okay. Then drinking more than 2 standard drinks a
More
day.
than
See,
2.
from lower to higher, the scale is given. Okay. That's how scale is being understood. You will be able to understand. These are the tricks they play. Maybe one option they have given, drinking 100 ml of wine or 285 ml of beer a day, which means explanation is given here. This is a standard drink. That means a standard drink. Is that clear? Little bit of maths is required, maybe. This, okay. It's a beautiful thing. I'll explain more. Okay. Now check here. The name, guidelines, suggests.
Suggests.
Okay, all these things are there. Then contrast word is there. Then you have, see here, name and the contrast word, more than 2, not more than 2, 2, at least 2. Scale expression. I'll show you again. Okay. However, contrast word. Signpost, name, the National Health and Research Medical Council, the tips to identify. Contrast word, however, scale, the National Health and Research Medical Council guidelines suggests. Text says, question says, option says, A option says drinking more than 2 standard drinks a day, more than 2 standard drinks, drinking 100 ml of wine or 285 ml of beer a day. Now, at least 2 standard drinks a day. Drinking at least 2 standard drinks a day, no more than 2 standard drinks. Drinking 2 standard drinks a day or less. That is 100 ml of wine or 250 ml of beer a day. Okay, now scale or most, many, a few, some, few. Then coming here. Okay, that's all already known to you. These scale expressions. Now, other expressions I explained to you. Boil. What is next? Hot. Next.
Warm.
Warm. Next.
Cold.
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 Ice.
Ice.
Here. Always. Next.
Always.
Often.
Always. Often. Most of
the time.
Sometimes.
Seldom.
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 Rarely.
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 And never.
Never. Yes. Most important. Just
Important.
giving an idea how scales can appear. Important. Significant.
And insignificant.
Insignificant.
Negligible.
Negligible.
You almost majority, many, a few, boiling hot, warm, cold, ice, more than 2, at least 2, less standard drink, 100 ml of 50 ml. This idea you should have in your brain. Again, some more expressions, definitely. Any idea? Probably, possibly, and maybe.
Maybe.
So maybe it's not possibly it's not probably it's not definitely.
Definitely.
Rather, somewhat, a little, a bit,
A bit.
then I
Little.
can't see the last one. What is the last one?
Little.
Little. Little means?
Nothing.
Nil.
Zero.
Nil.
Zero.
Nothing.
There is
Nil.
little
Nothing.
water in the well means
Nil.
there is no water at all. It is dry.
Yes.
Okay, that's the extreme end. Little and other. Okay. Now, little, less, least.
Least.
Next, best. Anybody? Better.
Better. Good.
Better. Okay. Or most,
Most.
more, much. Worst, worse, badly.
Badly.
The answer option says many foreign students do the OET test in their home countries. Reading passage statement says most overseas students sit the OET test in their country of origin. Is it true? Are they saying?
No.
Looks same, right? What's the difference?
Yes.
Many and most.
Many and
Most.
most. That's the only
Most
difference.
is-
Then
Yes.
yeah,
Many and most.
Many
Yeah.
and
But
most.
yeah. If you don't look into that one word, it looks same. It's the right answer.
Yes.
It looks
Yes.
it is the right answer. That's the problem.
Right.
So be perfect in these strategies. One word makes the difference. Foreign students, synonymous expression. Overseas students, do,
Sit.
sit. And the home countries, country of
Their
origin.
countries.
See how
Country of
beautifully they paraphrase. This is known as paraphrasing. Paraphrasing means using synonyms and synonymous language, or expressing the same sentence, same meaning in other words. Okay. Now, answer option says the vocabulary range of the students is assessed in the OET reading test. And the reading passage statement says the lexical resource of the OET candidate is assessed in the reading test. Is it true? Is it same or not same?
No, it's not same.
Not same.
Why?
Because here in the answer option one vocabulary and the other is lexical resources.
They are synonymous. Lexical resource
Same.
means vocabulary. There is no difference. Vocabulary means
same.
lexical resource.
OET reading test, and here it is reading test.
That's okay. OET is here, paraphrasing, OET candidates. Here it is mentioned.
OET candidate is
Okay.
Yeah, OET candidate means OET reading test.
Okay.
This is how paraphrasing is done. Paraphrasing is the key to success in all the 4 subtests. Definitely in reading and listening.
Yes.
Paraphrasing. This is how they give in the text and in the answer options, just to give you an idea. So that will become very easy for you once you go on practicing and become competent. Don't worry. Okay. Oh, yes. You want to see something of elimination? You have energy to go on.
Yes, Father.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So let's maybe we may not check everything. We'll just highlight. See now, this is where we make the system to read. Just listen and read, okay?
2. According to the guidance notes, all staff involved in transferring patients from critical to general care must obtain all necessary consent from any interested parties, ensure that the patient's personal care plan is also transferred, make arrangements for ongoing cooperation once the transfer is complete. Transfer of patients 1.15 The critical care area transferring team and the receiving ward team should take shared responsibility for the care of the patient being transferred. They should jointly ensure that there is continuity of care through a formal structured handover from critical care area staff to ward staff, including both medical and nursing staff, supported by a written plan. The receiving ward, with support from critical care if required, can deliver the agreed plan. 1.16 When patients are transferred to the general ward from a critical care area, they should be offered information about their condition and encouraged to actively participate in decisions that relate to their recovery. The information should be tailored to individual circumstances. If they agree, their family and carers should be involved.
Okay. Now our business is to mainly look into what is absolute. Do you see any absolute in the options? ABC options?
All.
Yeah. The strategy says if you see an absolute in one of the options, anywhere in the option, immediately you can eliminate that option. Eliminate that option. And you will find very often you will find two options having in part B, very often you find 2 options having absolutes. Then you know you need to do nothing. And here you can also have one more strategy here. What is it? Must.
Model verb.
Model verbs.
Do you have a synonym somewhere in the options?
Ensure.
Ensure.
Ensure. So that this particular strategy of model verb says that must be the right answer. Without reading anything, you will go into it. Okay. Now, even otherwise, obtain all necessary consent from any interested parties. Is it possible? According to the guidance note, all staff involved, not one staff, not enough
All
in charge.
staff.
all staff involved in transferring patients from critical to general care must, all the staff, not one staff, all staff has to go to Uganda, Nigeria, Pakistan, England, America, wherever the relatives are there, to obtain their consent. The whole principle is that in medicine or in medical area, you don't have absolutes used. Nothing absolute possible. You can't say everybody will be fine and everybody will be healed. All can be healed. Nothing of that will work. That's a general idea. And that's also, if I have watched that video on elimination, which I suggested you, I have given you evidence where there are more the research, the biggest research ever done, consulting or collecting data from 24,000 different competitive benchmark exams. They have evolved this criteria. If absolutes appear in the option, absolute words appear, that can be eliminated immediately. And the model verb says the second one is the option. Let's see. Okay, where do you have model verb in the here? You have ensure here, right?
Ensure.
In the text. So ensure that the patient's personal care is also planned. If their personal care plan, you can eliminate this, what is within the brackets. Not essential to identify the answer. So, supported by a written
Plan.
plan. Ensure that there is continuity of care through a formal structured handover from critical care area, staff to ward staff, supported by a written plan. The patient's personal care plan is also to be transferred. Yes, paraphrasing. Then you may not look into all these things at all. That happens. That is when patients are transferred. What is that? Means after the transfer. That para speaks about after the transfer. But the question is, according to the guidance notes, all staff involved in transferring patients. Transferring is in the process, not after. Okay?
Yes.
That is in the present, the process, during the process. But the second paragraph starts saying, when patients are transferred, what others have to do? That's entirely a different scenario. You understand? Before transfer, during transfer, and after transfer.
After transfer.
The timeline you have to be cautious. If you practice these timelines, most of the time you will easily will not read and waste your time, unnecessary things. So, immediately you have the answer even without reading those things. And this can be gone in all the steps. I'm not going to take you over that. Okay. See, all necessary consent, personal care plan, interested parties, concept-based. The differentiating questions can be two. Edging words or keywords can be two types. One is concept-based, means interested parties. Then transferred. The interested parties transfer. Then after transfer. Transfer is complete after transfer. Differentiating is consent, personal care plan, ongoing operation. So these are the hedging words. Consent, personal care plan, ongoing cooperation. Transfer is, once the transfer is complete. The question speaks about present continuous, but the C option says what happens in the future.
Yes.
Okay, the tense difference. Even looking at the tense, you can eliminate. One is eliminated using the absolute. Other one can be eliminated using the tense. Then, well, you can definitely identify the answer looking at the hedging, this one, model verb. Cool. I'm not going into detail. You know the structure, transfer of patients heading. Okay, who should do, when, what should be done. Duty explained, duty 1, duty 2. After the transfer is complete, okay, advisory. Okay, after the transfer is complete, advisory. So this is the structure. As I have taught you all these things, I am not going into those things. Okay, those are all for the other day. These are different ways of looking into the things. So you see, continuity of care through a formal structured handover, supported by a written plan. Personal, ensure that the patient's personal care plan is also transferred. That's a paraphrasing exactly. So what should be done? Okay, cool. That's it. Be aware of this one. Okay. So as I tell you, but this is important. Illusion of competency. I told you yesterday as well. Many of the aspirants tell me, maybe some of you tell me now, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, this Saturday is my exam, could you just summarize all the tricks and tips to me, whatever you have done in 500 sessions, easily within half an hour? And some are very tricky. They call me and they start asking, can I speak to you further very politely? Then, they start speaking. Maybe today I had an experience. The person started to speak everything, something against what we teach, then like challenging the teaching. Then she tried to say, I am going with your strategies and I'm going to write my third attempt immediately. I said, you aren't going with my strategies. Definitely, you're not the person who has listened to my sessions. And we are damn sure such people, we are sympathetic towards them. We know, we keep on posting them the links and other things because we know from the very fact, though I don't want to say that, from the very conversation, I can understand they will not get through OET. Okay, so don't be taken away by illusion of competency. I have practiced so many materials. I have practiced this, practiced that. And at the end, the last one practice, I got 34. These are illusion of competency. I understood all the strategies. That is knowledge level. It's not skill. So you will develop a illusion of competency, which is not to be encouraged. Knowledge means knowledge leads to skill. Skill to competency. Knowledge, practice, consistent practice leads to skill.
Skills.
Now, what you get from me is only knowledge. To be skilled, to have reading skill, writing skill, listening skill, and speaking skill, you need to practice, not practice, just practice, consistent practice. I don't say you should have to practice 18 hours a day. Even if it is half an hour a day, the best portion of your time, just give it, not after your duty, when you're exhausted. Which is the best time, give at least half an hour, then definitely you will improve. Okay, we can call it KS, knowledge, attitude plus skill. Attitude means confidence. You need knowledge, the strategies you must know. Then you should have confidence. Then skill. All these three are important and much more. God's grace is the foremost thing. Practice a little but consistently. Don't practice too much and get fed up. Then you will hate OET. Okay? Practice. If you're really addicted to OET, you will definitely keep on practicing. But practice a little, not little. I did not say practice little. I said practice a little. Okay? Yes. Have a mentor. It's must. The major problem I face in our platform is people have so many mentors. They go after everybody and get confused with everything. So whenever people suggest to me, I have registered somewhere in an institute at every theater, please complete that course. If you're not competent, please come back to our platform. Okay, don't mix everything together and you'll be taxing yourself. Complete that one particular program for which you have paid or which you have started, then come back to us, we'll be here if God permits. Yeah. Then guided practice, guided by the strategies. Otherwise, you will never develop a real competency. You will develop only illusion of competency. And CLC principle, I have told you, CLC, C stands for clarity of focus, L stands for love of the process, and C stands for compounding effect.
Compounding effect.
Clarity of purpose means some people are like this. If I get OET, I want to go. No clarity. Okay? Means you say yourself, you don't get OET. You don't believe in yourself. Even God cannot believe in yourself. And some of you who know my policy, or the goddesses will say, Tatastu. The goddesses will say, Tatastu. So clarity of purpose. I want to go to this country. Okay? Whatever it is, whatever happens, I need to go. Clarity of purpose, we call it lion purpose. If you have that clarity of purpose, you love this process of learning OET or the practice, the whole process of learning, you will love the process. Then you have compounding effect. Compounding effect means daily rewards. Daily you feel you are improving bit by bit, bit by bit. Every day you feel happy you are improving. Okay, that is it. 60 minutes today. Done with. Any clarifications or you want to visit any of the slides? I will stop sharing. Then we can have Q&A. Yes. Now you are welcome. Yes, even on the YouTube, you can send me your questions in the chat box. Yeah. If you have difficulty with sending text, it shows that you are not subscribed to the channel. Only subscribers are allowed to send messages. So first, please go to the button and subscribe. Yes. Thank you so much, Father. Yeah, thank you. Is welcome. You're most welcome. Anything else you want to ask me? Any doubts? Any concerns? And I remember part A you have asked, and Aryaman is getting ready for part A. And if you need, after that, I will give you one more session. Yes. Father, please arrange class for part A. Reminder is definitely, I already said it. We'll do it. Then I need a scale, PDF, I need a scale, PDF, or metal scale I can give you. No PDF, okay, you have the screenshots, otherwise they will share the screenshots in the main platform. You can just take it down or write down. Don't have that attitude, okay, PDF of synonyms, PDF of synonymous, PDF of paraphrasing, and reading that will not help you in any way. Whatever you find during your practice. But these concepts you can take if you want the PPT, I can send you, otherwise the screenshots they will be sending you. Don't just take the screenshot and keep write down in your notebook. Write in your notebook. If you have attended my sessions, you know there are some 7 diaries to be maintained or one book into 7 divisions. And one of them I said, diary of scale expressions. Diary of scale expressions. Diary of synonyms. Diary of synonymous language. Diary of paraphrasing. All those 3 can go together on 2 pages. Okay. Settings, diary of contrast words, diary of modal verbs. You have to write along with the sentence. Yes. Learn the different types of scales. Thank you so much. Yeah, but you should know how to apply it. I gave you some idea. You should be, once you're competent, you'll be able to, as you go through the options, immediately you'll be able to understand there is a scale happening here. Yes. Don't run away. There'll be some important questions and answers, and try to do the task and share it to everyone. Okay. Let's come along with more people. We reach out to more and more people. Yes. Any other questions coming in? Admins, please have a glance at the chat box if I missed something. And don't collect so many things, okay? So many materials, bundles of PDF, bundles of those things. But just collect whatever you have, that's enough. Whatever we supply is more than enough. Maybe 10 times more than you require for your practice, we are supplying in this platform. So don't create confusion. How can I join for Zoom class? The schedule and link will be posted in the main platform, Telegram group. Maybe admins will post now in the chat box, Telegram link. You can just keep it in your wallet and use it whenever required. Main platform is the connecting line for all of us. So be alert and tuned there. Every day you have tasks given there, and the evening you have that task explained at 8:30 to 9:30. Other than that, we have Zoom sessions, okay, live Zoom sessions. And go to EduSkills OET YouTube channel. You have more than 500 of my sessions on all the 4 subtests. Every strategy explained, applied, and all the details given. Thank you so much for that. Yes. Any questions or any suggestions? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can you kindly get back to the alcohol text? Oh, we may not be able to get back to the alcohol text now. We'll stop sharing, right? Maybe if you need, we can send you the text. Do you have any doubt on that? Saleen, if I'm not wrong, pronouncing your name, sorry. Understood. Usually our test, the formula is this. First, you will start the segment. I will explain. Then I will ask you, do you need to revisit any of the slides? Then you can tell me, we need this slide to be explained again. Then after that, we'll go to Q&A. And once the Q&A begins, we'll not be able to go back because of the network issues. We may get disconnected or get into some issues. Repeat the 7 diaries. 7 diaries are in the YouTube channel. We'll post the video, okay? Or Sneha has recently explained it, I believe. Okay, we'll post the diaries names and how it is to be done. Okay, remind me otherwise in the main platform, admins will remind me. Okay. Yes, Father, I am improving by applying your strategies. Thank you, Almighty Lord. As soon as we... You're most welcome. Yes, definitely you will improve. Keep practicing. Synonym plus synonymous language, paraphrasing, modal verbs, contrast. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes, Edu Skill team. Yes, Father, can you please explain about paragraph structuring once again? Yeah, we'll do it again in the upcoming sessions. Some more structures, almost same structuring means you can easily do the analysis. But the thing is, like I was telling you to send me the analysis of the paragraph, at least one paragraph. See, I have done so many for you. If you don't do one, how can I understand whether you got what I taught? Whether did you understand what I taught? Okay. Anything else? Yes. That's done. Types of paragraph structure, Father, please. Sure. We'll look into it. Yes. And when if you are doing one paragraph a day, 100 people doing and sending me, I can make out which competencies you lack or which one actually explained. The same paragraph can be taken and explained to you. Okay. Yes. How can I correct practice material for? How can I get correct practice material? You can just visit EduSkills application. You have all the materials available there, or you can visit what you call the file segment of Telegram group, main Telegram, EduSkills OET Telegram group. In the file segment, you can find all the authentic materials. More than that, every day the task is being posted, and weekly task is posted. 1 week's task is posted. All those are authentic materials we post in the platform. Yes. For the lexical questions, definitely we'll get into lexical questions as well. There is one exclusive session on lexical questions, taking different types of lexical questions. Maybe admins will post this one, a video link today in the main platform. Watch it. Then tomorrow probably we'll try for some of the lexical questions. Once you watch it, definitely, if you have an issue, you can just put in the comment box. I will be able to look into it. Being manager of this platform, I have options where I can just click the comments which I have not responded to. Only those comments will appear. From all the 500 videos, immediately I will find only those comments and comments with questions. If I click that option, only those questions will appear. So I can easily answer your questions or assess your concerns. Okay. Is that cool? Lexical questions, admins, please remind me of it. Now, lexical questions and reading part A is the concern that's remaining. Any other? Nothing else, I believe. If you have anything, you can ask me. This is the golden time you get. If you ask me personally in the message, I may not be able to answer most of the time. What else? So we say bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Okay. Enjoy the learning process. And it all depends on your comments, your feedback. Otherwise, I'll go dull and I'll not have sessions. Okay. Your mistakes, your difficulties, your challenges, your needs are my syllabus. Okay. So make mistakes so that I can correct you and take sessions of upgrading your skills. And also share your concerns. Send your message, paragraphs or texts which are challenging. I am in search of challenging texts. I have exhausted so many texts now, most of them. Now I am in search of challenging texts. I search one, then it's easy, go to another one that is even easier, then I go to another one, it's the easiest. So we don't find challenging texts. If you have any challenging texts, you can send us, deal with those things. Any text is so easy once you know the strategies. Yes. That's great. Okay then. I think at YouTube we will close down. Bye for now. Those on the Zooms can wait if need to discuss something. Okay, bye-bye everyone. Enjoy the sessions and always keep.
Thank you, Father.
Now listen to this, stay tuned to the main platform, okay? Sometimes like today, there will be some technical issues, maybe a bit delayed or this side or that side, but we'll see, we do it in time, maximum. But stay tuned, you don't worry if you don't get into, when you get into the YouTube, just try the comment space, admins might have posted if there is a delay or some problem, or in the main platform also, there will be a notice like today. So don't be confused, but just get the answers, get the corrections, or get the clarifications from the admin panel. Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy the journey. And let's
Thank you
go
very
to
much,
the main.
Father.
Yeah.
Thank you,
And,
Father. Thank you, Father.
Yeah, those are in
Thank
the
you,
Zoom will
Father.
remain for a couple of minutes. Those are at the Zoom will remain a couple of minutes. And others, please go to the main platform and try to teach a small thing, what you learned today, to others in the platform, those who could not join. Okay, improving practice and difficulty by practicing material which includes research and experiments. So you send me the materials, Baba. And Boban, you can send me those such materials. I am searching for them. Challenging materials which you are finding difficult, like research and experiments. This is not that you are finding experience. What I understood is this. It's not that you have the actual experience of these challenges. This is a common statement. Research texts are very difficult. Research texts will be very difficult. And the people who have gone through 150 materials, they have never found such materials. But still, there is a phobia. Research topics will come. Research texts will come. That's all myths, not practice. You can send me any challenging text. Definitely, I will show how easy it is and how nice and tasty those passages are. Okay. Bye-bye. We'll get back to you. Yes.